concise, focused, okay, clarity, clear. These are the things which a vision statement should have. Okay, so this was about vision statement. Vision statement, because again I say that some of us did not attend yesterday's session. So vision statement, when we discussed these points. It has to be very small, meaning one sentence, a few words only. Then it will be good. It should be aspirational also. It should be inspirational, inspire others, and it should be memorable. It should be so short, very one sentence, not many words are there. It is memorable also. Okay, so then it becomes a vision. All right, vision statement. And how to create that vision? What was the mechanism? There was some mechanism discussed yesterday. Okay, now let's move to the next descriptor. It was shared vision. So anybody who attended yesterday's session, they are clear about what is the difference between a vision and a shared vision for a school. Vision.
So may I?
Shared vision. Yes, Mr. Sandeep, please.
Well, sir, like when we talk of vision statement as such, so it essentially has the vision, the reflection of an individual. And as it is, it's not very democratic in its approach. Like a shared vision is different because there we try to incorporate the ideas, the suggestions, and the viewpoints of other people as well, and we take them together as a team. It's more of a teamwork that reflects into a shared vision statement, unlike a vision statement which could be very individualistic. And I very much agree with what Mr. Joshi said earlier, that it actually helps us to give us a roadmap. So it gives us kind of the guidelines which way we have to head. Thank you, sir.
Direction. Gives you direction. It is aspirational vision, while shared vision is where the same vision is owned by other stakeholders also. Then we call it as shared vision. Means people, different representatives of all the stakeholders, maybe the management, parents, students even, and teachers. They all own that vision, and it is not somebody's vision. It is collective vision. It is collective responsibility to realize the vision of the institution. And when this happens, we say it is a shared vision. All right. So now shared vision, for developing a shared vision, there means creating a vision or converting a vision into shared vision. There were certain steps. A few of them from ANMPS. Sir, if you could throw some light on this. Means how to convert vision into shared vision. There were certain steps, actions we discussed yesterday. So any of you?
Sir, may I?
Please.
So after we have a collective a sense of purpose, we need to take it down and discuss it with all the stakeholders like teachers and parents and students and all of that, and realize the relatability in the current scenario of that vision. And then a strategic roadmap is made, and then it is revisited over a period of time, 3 years. It is revisited, keeping the current scenario in mind at that time.
Vision, you are talking about vision statement or shared vision?
Shared vision.
Okay. Even vision statement can be revisited.
Yes, vision statement also should be revisited.
May I, sir? I think the purpose of the shared vision and vision is that we keep it alive. It is not just a set of words which are decided, kept, made, put on the website or put in the diary and they are left behind. The logic of shared vision and vision is that we keep on reviving it and we keep on striving to move towards it, and we keep it alive.
Yes.
And we means all stakeholders.
All
You know,
stakeholders.
it's not one principal or the leader, but it is not this. It is not the imposed one. It is a collective vision. Means how this vision is to be realized. This is to be somewhere touched. This has to touch all the stakeholders. You know, again, I come back to the same thing. How to convert a vision into a shared vision? Steps.
You need to involve the community into that.
Right. We have to involve
Entire community, including parents, the local administration of like I would say all the stakeholders, like you said, involving everybody into that process would lead to the success of shared vision.
shared vision. Is how it is to be done. Number one, during our PTM sessions, parent-teacher meeting sessions weekend, there were a few more we discussed. If you recall what we discussed, a few more things were there. Very simple, very simple. You know, one was this, that parent-teacher association meetings are there. Then writing on the diary, you know, people come to know because it has to be memorable. Getting it printed on the walls somewhere, notice boards. This is also one of the things, you know. And then sitting and monitoring has to be there. A review, what is happening, how it is happening. So these things make it a shared vision. You know, vision is converted into a shared vision. Okay. And third was a very important one, SMART goals. So how to set SMART goals and what are the characteristics of SMART goals? You know, the ones who are not visible through video mode, you please, if you can share, it would be good, nice. We'll be thankful to you. Yes. Anybody who can?
Sir, they have to be smart, which means
Yep.
S means they need to be specific, measurable, achievable. They need to be realistic, and there should be a time
Time.
foundation for
There
them.
should be time frame also within which, you know, measurable relevance, you know, realistic or relevant. You know, they were SMART means S stands for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable or achievable, and R for relevance,
Relevance.
and last is E, which stands for time. It has to be time bound. Okay, then we can attend this program. All right, then we can participate in, you know, SMART goal setting exercise. Okay, so one point was discussed. Somebody else, like, you know, I can call out the name, but it's better. Please come forward. At least we can see that you are there. This one is Principal DAV, and Principal Confluence has already spoken. Mr. Sandeep Salaria, yes, if you attended yesterday's session, you can. SMART sessions, SMART goals.
Could you repeat, sir?
Sir, we wanted to know how to, you know, what does this SMART goal setting means, all right? And how we can convert a simple goal into SMART goal. Like we had one example, improving mathematics, standard of mathematics, performance of children in mathematics. This is a goal. Okay, how we can convert what is missing here? It is not a SMART goal. Means improving performance of children in mathematics. is not a SMART goal.
So firstly, though, it would be understanding the problem. Like, let's say the students are not good in mathematics. So firstly, though, we have to identify what is the reason behind that. I would say poor performance or low performance. Firstly, identify the reason behind that particular issue, and thereafter, like. Uh, what I would say, like right now, the current education system is that it's all one way. The teacher, without interacting with the student, whatever the teacher feels right is all pushed through towards the students. So this interaction part is lacking, which I think this new education policy focuses upon. We have to interact more in the classes as teachers, or like as administrators, the principals. They even, I'll give my own example. Most of the time I'm sitting in the office, but now I've taken this initiative that I frequently go and take arrangements. I have an informal talk with my students just to know their problems or the issues, because unless and until as teachers or administrators will not go forward, like it was a very good case study yesterday of Mr. Bhaskar Rao. So instead of sitting in his office, he took a personal initiative and went, spoke to those girls, spoke to their parents, spoke to the community. So what I feel, this initiative is lacking in all the administrators who sit on a particular post and they feel that
Sandeep sir, it's right, 100%, processes. But I gave a statement, goal setting, like how to improve children's performance in mathematics. This is a goal set, improving performance of children in mathematics. It's a goal. We are to convert this goal into SMART goal, a statement only. What is missing here? There were 5 tests that we gave, 5 parameters. So this is to be converted into SMART goal. If anybody can, means processes, you are outstanding at explaining the processes, that we will find out where we are, then we will develop some action plan and finally improve. But how to convert this goal into a SMART goal? Yes, Joshi Sahab wants to say something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First, sir, we need to understand which specific problem is there in mathematics, so that we can understand that this is the problem, and this problem is to be rectified, or is to be made. Students are to be made overcome this problem within a specified time bound.
Specified.
And then to what relevant, its relevance also. If the students will not be able to understand that particular topic, in higher classes they are going to be in trouble. And moreover, it should be attainable in the sense the teachers should be able to give certain questions or certain homework method, or including parents. So this way we can measure it, we can make it specific, and at the end we can check it also by taking a small test whether the students have improved upon it or not. So this way we can convert it into a SMART goal.
Yeah, you are. But just one statement is to be correct. Yesterday also we did.
Okay.
Your slides which were showing this is a general statement of goal. Now this is to be what is missing here.
So we need to break them down into goals which are more doable, meaning actionable points, and then put timelines to it and have a concrete plan for that.
Understood. But this what will it will read like?
So may I just
The students
may I try it out?
Mr. Sandeep, yes, please.
Yes, sir. I guess yesterday you just gave us some clues, like those. I think it was W questions. We need to find out what you actually want to accomplish, and what you. Who all are going to be involved in it, and then the plan of action, how you're going to go about it, and definitely the intent. What the purpose, something like that, and then also we need to kind of reflect at why is it important? Why we need to work this up? So those W questions, I remember 5 of them you told that these actually give you the
Yes.
insight into how you're going to go.
Okay, you are going back. Yes, right. The same I want. Like means math relevance is there. Process is very good. No problem. Goal setting, improving performance in mathematics. So it can be enhancing scores by 10%. Number one, measurable, specific what? Mathematics. If you want to make it more specific, we can say in secondary classes or middle classes. All right, it will be more improving performance of students in senior secondary or secondary classes. Specific, then in what? Mathematics. All right, by measurable by 10%. Now what is missing? Time frame. 10% is attainable, भाई 10% से हम इसको improve कर देंगे. All right, as specific हो गया mathematics in secondary or senior secondary classes, specifically हो गया. Measurable 10%, attainable it is. R, relevance, yes, in school mathematics teaching is relevant. And T, time bound. It has to be time bound. So time bound means in which year, in this 2021-22, or within 6 months, within which 6 months? Next 6 months, up to December or February 2022. Then we say it's a SMART goal. Okay, converting any goal means the simple thing is goal is achievable, while when we say vision is directional. This gives us direction. We may not achieve it. In fact, we will be going towards realizing the vision. Okay, but it is not like that one day we will find everything in place. No, it won't happen. It is just as it shows us a direction. As we discussed, Walt Disney making people happy is the vision statement of Walt Disney Company. Okay. Similarly, so yesterday we had a discussion on 3 descriptors: vision, shared vision, and third is SMART goals. SMART goals we have all means specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and finally time bound. In which year, in what time they will be there, they will be achieved. So, and we know who are responsible. HODs, mathematics teachers are responsible. We know who will do it. Who will be impacted? That is also clear. All right. So next move to the next descriptor 4. Okay, and descriptor 4 is about developing personal vision as a leader. Okay, this developing personal vision as a leader. Now we are going into the next descriptor. All of you are requested once again. Somebody's mic is on. Please switch it off. It is echoing, a lot of echo. Okay. So next 4th descriptor we are taking, develop personal leader. Personal leader. After this descriptor, we will have a few more, and that will be discussed gradually. And today, as we already discussed, there are things are moving on. We all are busy also. So let's first discuss this, and then we'll move to the next descriptor. as I told you, this
Sir,
first.
could you please repeat? I missed the last 30 seconds, I think, because there was no network in my laptop. I'm sorry. If I missed
Okay, it was, we are moving to the next descriptor. This is descriptor 4.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And now, please, this is already shared. So I am sure you are able to see layer 1, descriptor 4, developing a personal vision as a leader. So far, we have spoken about first vision, shared vision, smart goals, and now comes developing a personal vision as a leader. Okay, personal vision is very, very important. And why it is important? Then here is an activity. Write a letter to your future aspirational self, the new you. 10 years from now, take 5 minutes to write in detail what you have accomplished personally and professionally in these 10 years. Okay, so just an activity, 5 minutes time. Okay, please, what is this activity? Is it being shared, or I think it's shared? I think it stopped.
Yes, sir.
Sharing is being stopped.
Stop.
Means after, let me tell you what it is. Means from today onwards, after 10 years, what you will be. Okay, आप अपने आप को एज अ लीडर कहाँ देखते हैं, क्या क्या आप में चेंज आ जाएगा, बदलाव होगा, कहाँ खड़े होंगे, क्या है विजन आपका अपने लिए, उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा कुछ लिखिए, फिर शेयर करते हैं उसका. 5 minutes time. All right, or everything on, you can share, you can discuss anything, but after 10 years, what will happen to you as a leader? You are all our principals, practicing principals. So where you will be after 10 years?
Sir, your voice is not clear.
Professionally,
Can you repeat?
personally. Yes. Yes, please.
Sir, your voice
ma'am.
is not clear. Sir, can you repeat again? I cannot hear properly.
Is there any, my voice is breaking in other cases also? Is it a problem
No, sir,
for
no,
others
sir.
also?
It's clear. It's clear.
Sir, I
Yes,
did not
yes,
get
It's
it's clear, sir. Please continue.
clear.
Voice is clear.
Okay, okay. Madam,
Voice is clear.
आपको 10 years after from today, you just visualize 10 years. तो 10 years में आप एज अ लीडर, एज अ प्रिंसिपल कहाँ होंगे, आपने क्या क्या अकॉम्प्लिश कर रखा होगा. जस्ट इमेजिन कि यू आर राइटिंग दिस अबाउट योर सेल्फ आफ्टर 10 years that day. Your any goals, your achievements, accomplishments, whatever you want, what you aspire to be, just write down, and we will once again. Okay, 5 minutes time given. Please write just a few things.
Better and deeper understanding of the
Shall we move now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please. Share.
Should I start, sir?
Raise your hand to be invited to share your aspirational journey of the future. Okay, this is very important. Aspirational journey after 10 years, you are writing about yourself. Yes. Who is that who came forward as a leader, a real leader? Mr. Joshi?
Yes. Should I start, sir? Yes,
Please,
sir.
please. Huh?
Yes. Yes, sir. After 10 years, I'd like to see all the students are 100% students are participating in all the activities that are organized in school. Second, there is a strong STR, student teacher relationship, where the child is not hesitant to speak out his mind and is able to inquire the teacher, and the teacher is able to solve the problems of the student. If there is a strong student teacher relationship, that gives better direction to the students. Now the third point that I'd like to share is a strong PCR, parent child relationship. Whatever problems we see, particularly the students, those who get out of track, either they are the relationship issues are also there. The students are not able to share their problems with their parents, or parents are not able to give time, or one or other problems are there. So if there is a strong parent-child relationship, that helps the child to reach to the potential that she has. So these are the three things that I'd like to see. So it will be like the school will be an institution which will nourish the potential, and the three important components: child will be in the center, the teacher and parents will help to nourish the child to achieve the potential. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very good, very good. But somewhere there is an overlap of personal and school vision. If you look at, schools.
Yes.
Personal, आपको अपने आप को कहाँ देखेंगे after 10? थोड़ा सा उस पे, और Mr. Sandeep wants to say something.
Identify challenges.
Madam Mamta, your mic is on. Or
So may I?
Please go ahead.
Sir. Well, 10 years from now, is it echoing? Okay. So 10 years from now, I would have earned more reputation as an educationist and authored humor books. And I would take pride in and contentment. Pride and more than that, contentment in what I would have achieved over the years. And I also look at writing 2-4 books and maybe some scripts for some good movies.
Very good.
And I might even try taking a plunge, into clean and healthy politics also, provided I have some financial embankment. So a lot of factors there, but well, that's it, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good, very good. Yes, personal. अभी we will find out कि how कहीं न कहीं से reflect होगा personal और school vision में. Madam from Madam Meenakshi, from.
Yes, sir. So, not that I have achieved everything what I wanted to achieve professionally, but having said that, there is no end to what you need to achieve on a personal level. There is no end to it. You reach one milestone and then you aspire to reach another one. So this becomes a vicious circle. So my personal goal is that I want to see myself detaching somewhere from this just my selfish goal of achieving something for me, and building a third dimension, as I call it, which is like giving it back to the society in some way. So I have seen in 21st century only, I have seen that I was thankful that I grew up in an environment and a family where there was no discrimination between girl and a boy. But I have seen that larger part of India still has this huge discrimination between how they bring up their girls and what they give and provide for their girl and their boy. So this is what I want to do in years to come. That definitely 10 years, if not 5 years.
10 years, you will be playing a role as an activist to eradicate this discrimination from the society. Yes. Number one.
Yes, I think we can sum it in this
Okay.
way. But this is still a very larger, eradicate any kind of gap. No, I'm still
Right,
unclear
right.
what kind of gap I want to look at.
Okay, very good. Personal, again I say personal. Somewhere there will be an overlap. It means
Sir, I can.
personal. Yes, sir, please. Mr. Kishore.
Yes, sir. I am Kishore, sir. After few years, I will be developed
10
more
years,
skill.
10 years. Now it's a new Mr. Kishore Kumar Sharma.
Yeah.
Just tell me, after 10 years, if you describe yourself, introduce yourself, how you will be introducing yourself.
Okay, sir.
Please.
So after 10 years, I will be developed more skill to understand the academic problem and take the corrective action on that. And whatever my plan vision is there and actual vision or achieve vision is there, if both are same, then no problem. If some variation are there, then I have to find out the reason and take the corrective action on that. And this is my way, sir.
Good, very good. But again, personally, as you will work here, like exactly what you have, that we have to clearly describe what we are after 10 years. Of course, it is guess. It is not.
I will be think on that, sir.
What will happen in future? We don't know what will happen tomorrow. So, from Indus National Public School, sir has written wonderful, lines. I was reading out. I plan to teach from the home to deprived students. So, after 10 years, we can say that he will be teaching deprived school from home. Okay. I value supporting local personnel and offers a sustainable alternative to education system. Okay.
Sir,
Means
may I add, sir?
Yeah,
Hello?
please.
Yeah, actually, I am 50 plus. So after 10 years, I will be retired from the formal education system. So my plan is that what's the expertise or the qualification I had achieved during my tenure up to 60 years, I would like to generalize with the society. So this is my plan to just to find out the deprivedness, the students who would like to just to connect the book knowledge with the environment. So the somehow try to make easy the complex education, the elements, and with the realization of the moral values like the realization of individualism or humanitarian, such type of just and human society I would like to work, sir.
Very good. Okay, so this way, why we have now, what is the need of having personal vision? As a leader, we also have our personal vision. We are developing ourselves as a leader. Personal vision is there. So why we should have this?
Sir, the vision of the school and your own personal vision, they need to be aligned with each other. Otherwise, there is a dissatisfaction, humongous dissatisfaction, and you are actually doing a disservice to your organization if you are not aligned with the vision.
Agree to ma'am, sir. I completely agree to ma'am. So for example, when I wrote my personal vision, I wrote that I'm running a school because we just have 250 some odd students. So I wrote that I plan to head a school with 1,600 students. So maybe in 10 years, my personal vision as a principal has to be in alignment with the school. The school has to grow. The principal has to grow with the school.
So after 10 years, I see madam leading a school with 1,600 students. All right. After 10 years, so of course the quality of education will go up. All these things will happen in times to come. So let's move now. Just a few more activities. Derive your goals for the future. Categorize your goals into personal goals and professional goals. Personal and professional. This it's a very simple thing.
So I
Like,
think that after 10 years, so can I?
please.
I think that after 10 years, I would be able to make my kids more and more comfortable with technology. And the
Okay.
student as well as teacher will be able to cope with such situation like today's one. We are having
Okay.
such problems. We are finding the solution for our problems. At that moment, we'll be able to cope up with this type of problems easily. And the students will be confident and clear about their career goals, and the teachers will help them according to their interest. They will not push up the kids for like take this subject and that subject, and there will,
Good.
I think that the parents will be as mature that they should not be go on only the medical or engineering. Whatever the kids want to do, they will let them do.
Good. Very good.
I want
Like, tell me now, Abhi, just, as I mentioned, ki personal and professional. So these are your professional goals or personal goals?
both, sir. I want to see that time when the kids
Ye-
will independent to do according to their wish. Whatever they want to
So
be,
in
they
my
must be.
school, so these are professional goals or personal? Once again, I ask.
So both.
Both.
Personal be more than both.
पर्सनल भी है, कहीं कहीं ओवरलैपिंग होगा, लेकिन पर्सनल का क्लियर कट एग्जांपल है, जैसे मिस्टर संदीप ने जस्ट किया कि आई हैव ऑथर्ड 4-5 मोर बुक्स, ये पर्सनल हो गया. ऑलराइट. Professional, if they are somewhere aligned with somewhere about education, he wants to see himself as a great educationist, maybe president award or a teacher's CBSE award, national award comes to him. All right. So this
Of course, sir.
definitely personal. Of course, personally he will be rewarded.
Yeah.
But it has some linkage, some impact or influence on his organization also.
Yeah, sure,
So
sir.
first, now, अब इसका स्टेप कैसे आगे बढ़ना है हमें, वो जरा अभी हम नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में देखेंगे कि पर्सनल गोल्स और प्रोफेशनल गोल्स में जैसे ही इसको हम अलग अलग करेंगे, देन वी विल फाइंड, लुक विद इन, हमें अपने आप को देखना है कि आर देयर गैप्स इन व्हाट यू आर एंड व्हाट यू एस्पायर टू बी. यस, दे आर. In most of the cases they are. But today I am leading a 250 students school. Tomorrow, after 10 years, I want 1600. So aspirational में gap है. Write down these gaps. These are your learning needs areas of improvement. आपको क्या करना है, वो आपको gaps clear हो जाएगा कि where improvement is required. Third is contemplate upon how you can close the gap between your current self and your future aspirational self, so that you can meet the person you want to become. जैसे कि अभी किसी का भी एक एग्जांपल हम ले लें कि अभी हम मैडम ने कहा कि बच्चों को ये समझ आना चाहिए कि which stream they want to opt for. पेरेंट्स नहीं है तो वो प्रोफेशनल गोल है. ऑफ कोर्स पर्सनल या थोड़ा सा एज अ पर्सन व्हाट यू कैन डू, यू कैन मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड. सो यू विल डेवलप गाइडेंस एंड काउंसलिंग स्किल्स. देयर इज अ गैप फॉर इम्प्रूवमेंट. मिस्टर संदीप हैज रिटन 2 books, नाउ ही वांट्स टू राइट 8 books. सो 6 का गैप आ रहा है. सो ही विल प्रिपेयर एन एक्शन प्लान कि 6 और बुक्स लिख जाए. ओके. प्रिंसिपल कॉन्फ्लुएंस मैडम मीनाक्षी, she will also, means everyone, each one of us will have some gap between aspirational self and the present current self, कि हम 10 साल बाद ये हो जाएंगे. इसमें गैप आएगा. उस गैप को हमें कैसे पहले लिखना है. अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम मूव करते हैं लेकिन अपने प्रोसेस को डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं करते. अगर इन चीजों को हम करने लग जाएं तो हमारा डायरेक्शन बड़ा क्लियर होगा एंड वील रियलाइज. Okay, let's move to the next slide now. The personal vision is significantly influenced by the professional vision. Yes, ये personal vision is significantly influenced by the professional. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Sure. Because it's the same person.
Yes.
It should be ideally, sir.
An effective principle needs a personal vision.
And also, sir, it's the same person.
There is no connection between personal vision and the school vision. No or yes?
Third is false. Sir.
Third is completely no. Mic is on. Mic is on. My voice is echoing. Coming back to me.
There is.
Somebody's speaker is on. Sorry, it goes into mic. All right, please mute wherever. Okay. So understood. I am sure you all have understood. Yes, there is some link between personal vision and a good leader. Effective principal needs a personal vision. Has to be there. All right. And there is a very huge connection between, very strong connection between personal vision and the school vision. If a leader does not have a personal vision, the school also cannot have a good vision, and it will never be realized also. Okay. I hope you, Mahavi Singh Phogat and Arvind Gupta, this was the pre-session assignment. Hope you have gone through. I will clear it just now, and then we'll move. Okay. Then we'll move to the next scripture. You see, Mahavir Phogat, heard this name earlier? From Jain, Mahavir Phogat is father of.
Yes, sir, heard.
Heard. Okay, Mahavir Phogat. Vinesh Phogat, Geeta Phogat. You know this from Haryana. And the movie was recently. Joshi ji, I might go on and back to me. Your speaker is on. Please pick it off. Okay. Still, there is somebody's mic. Mr. Mahesh, please, Punyal, sir, please switch off. Now it is not echoing, coming back to me. Means they had a vision, and finally, what happened? Girls, Geeta Phogat, Vinesh Phogat, they are all making ways and brought medals to India, and they, so personal vision also has a lot of impact. Arvind Gupta, toys. If you have heard, it's all right. Otherwise, watch this video also. TED talk is given in that video, where Arvind Gupta is an engineer, and today he introduced himself as a toy maker. Means Arvind Gupta का वीडियो हर स्कूल में हर साइंस टीचर को देखना चाहिए. इस सब आपके लिए बड़ा क्लियर टर्म्स में अरविंद गुप्ता टॉयज, देयर इज अ यूट्यूब चैनल, और उसको जरूर दिखाइए, क्योंकि
सर क्या मैं कुछ शेयर कर सकती हूँ?
हाँ प्लीज शेयर.
अरविंद गुप्ता जी एक आई लव साइंस करके, जहाँ पे वो अपने साइंस के टॉयज बनाते हैं, वो आई लव साइंस करके एक कंपनी भी है. तो जो वो हैंड्स ऑन एक्टिविटीज के लिए टॉयज जो बनाते हैं, वो हमारा स्कूल भी इस्तेमाल करता है. तो हर बच्चे के पास कॉन्सेप्ट वाइज उनकी एक्टिविटीज आती हैं, और वो पूरी किट्स होती हैं जो बच्चों को दी जाती हैं, और साइंस पीरियड में कोशिश की जाती है कि बच्चे उनका इस्तेमाल करें ताकि वो प्रैक्टिकल लर्निंग भी कर सकें. सो अगर और लोग चाहें तो आई लव साइंस करके है, आप उनसे कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हैं.
टेड टॉक जो आपको वीडियो इसमें दिया था प्री सेशन टास्क में, इट वाज अबाउट दैट टॉक. सो आउटस्टैंडिंग. हर स्कूल में अरविंद गुप्ता टॉयज का एटलीस्ट, अगर आप ये सब्सक्रिप्शन मैडम की तरह कर लेते हैं तो इट्स गुड. Otherwise, at least try to understand the concept, how simple toys explain very clearly scientific principles. Okay. So here comes next slide. A personal vision influences the way in which a principal undertakes decision making, sets directions for others, and leads them to achieve the vision and goals of the school. Therefore, the principal has to focus on building a personal vision, besides engaging in creating the shared institutional vision. Okay? अगर principal का vision है, then school एक स्कूल का जो इंस्टीट्यूशनल विजन है उसको बहुत इजीली पाया जा सकता है। ऑलराइट, क्यों? क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं प्रिंसिपल का विजन उसके प्रोफेशनल विजन में इम्पैक्ट करेगा, बहुत अच्छे से कनेक्शन एस्टेब्लिश करेगा, एंड द स्कूल विल grow in leaps and bounds for sure. But this happens when that particular principal or the leader has a personal vision. Okay, and because of personal vision only people go up. In fact, all achievers, you will take any achiever, they all have their personal vision. What we have to see, how to align our personal vision with प्रोफेशनल विजन. अगर कहीं गैप है तो उसको कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है, तो वी हैव टू रिजॉल्व दैट कॉन्फ्लिक्ट एंड देन मूव अहेड. ओके, लाइक जैसे अभी मैडम ने द विलबर्ड स्कूल का मैडम ने बोला कि 1600 एंड द इंस्टीट्यूशनल गोल सेज कि नो 500 से ज्यादा हमें लेना ही नहीं. तो देयर हियर कम्स द गैप. विजन कहता है कि 500 स्टूडेंट्स बनना है और हम बोल रहे हैं कि 1600. तो यहाँ कॉन्फ्लिक्टिंग होगा, इसको रिजॉल्व करना होगा, तब आगे हम बढ़ेंगे. ओके, अपने एज एन एजुकेशनिस्ट, एज ए लीडर, दैट्स व्हाई वी आर ऑल कॉल्ड पेडागोजिकल लीडर्स. वी हैव अ विजन. तो अपना 10 इयर्स की जर्नी को जरूर नोट डाउन करें कि आफ्टर 10 इयर्स वेयर आई विल बी, इवन आफ्टर 5 इयर्स वेयर आई विल बी. तो जब हम पर्सनल विजन पे काम करेंगे, लाइक then we will move, and somewhere our school, our institution will also move in that direction. If there is a conflict, उसको चेंज करना है. हमारे पर्सनल विजन को उसमें ऑल स्टेक होल्डर्स का सपोर्ट लेके शेयर्ड विजन में कन्वर्ट करना है. मतलब जो कम्युनिटी है उससे हम अलग नहीं है, तो उसको साथ लेके हमें एक शेयर्ड विजन क्रिएट करना है. पर्सनल विजन का इन्फ्लुएंस बहुत रहेगा. जिस स्कूल में लीडर्स हैव देयर पर्सनल विजन, दे स्कूल्स आर आउटस्टैंडिंग स्कूल्स, बिकॉज देन प्रोफेशनल और पर्सनल दोनों साथ साथ चलते हैं और एक 10 इयर्स के बाद एक अच्छा सा अचीवमेंट आ जाता है. ओके, नेक्स्ट डिस्क्रिप्टर इन दिस सेम सीरीज इज अलाइनिंग पर्सनल वैल्यू. ये पर्सनल विजन हो गया. अब वैल्यूज का भी अलाइन करना पड़ता है. हम एज ए लीडर, एज ए प्रिंसिपल, हमको वैल्यू, अपने वैल्यू सिस्टम को भी इंस्टीट्यूशनल वैल्यूज से अलाइन करना पड़ता है. अपने बिलीफ सिस्टम को, हमारे बिलीफ क्या है, उसको भी अलाइन करना पड़ता है. ओके, तो देन वंस इट इज डन, देन वी मूव. सो हियर कम्स द 5th डिस्क्रिप्टर. Descriptor 5, aligning personal values with education system's values. Okay, education system values, you understand? Education का system का values अभी क्या है, ये हमें अब देखना पड़ेगा कि आज के डेट में when we are talking about NEP, तो NEP क्या मूव पुश कर रहा है, that we have to understand. And then we move. तो अपने पर्सनल बिलीफ को हमें अलाइन करना है, बिलीफ सिस्टम को, वैल्यू सिस्टम को. ओके, लाइक इनोवेशन, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इनोवेशन इन द स्कूल, और हमारा पर्सनल बिलीफ कहता है कि मार्क्स अच्छे आने चाहिए क्रैमिंग करके. कितना भी एक चीज को 10 बार क्रैमिंग करो, रटते रहो, डेफिनेटली मार्क्स बच्चों के अच्छे आ जाएंगे. लेकिन उसमें इनोवेशन, अंडरस्टैंडिंग, एप्लीकेशन, स्किल डेवलपमेंट, दीज एलिमेंट विल बी मिसिंग. ओके, तो अपना बिलीफ सिस्टम को हमें अलाइन भी करना है स्कूल के विजन से. राइट, सो ग्रेजुअली वी कैन डू दिस. प्लीज देन मूव अहेड. हाउ टू डू इट एंड व्हाट कैन बी डन, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड. जस्ट इफ यू पार्टिसिपेट, वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड वेरी इजीली. ऑलराइट, प्लीज. Let's move to the next slide. School needs to move from rote learning to competency-based learning. Children learn best when their parents provide. Okay, 147 received. Blue people say first and third correct. School needs to move from rote learning. Okay. First and fourth, the individual needs of a student must be met through the school system. This is first, and a school needs to move from rote learning to competency-based learning. You know, this was a pre-session task. I hope you all did that. What it shows, green 69.4% participants feel that a school needs to move from rote learning to competency-based learning. And this is the idea behind NEP. The individual needs of students must be made through the school system. If we can have this, which of the above statements represent the personal values of a school leader? You find out which one. Personal, here comes, which of the above statements represent the personal values of a school leader? Teaching practice can improve only if there is regular monitoring of lessons. The individual needs of a student must be met through the school system. Children learn best when their parents provide support at home. Given. So 147 responses, first, fourth, this is the personal, represent the personal values of school leader also. If a school leader feels that this has to be done, then the same will happen. And fortunately, 70% leaders feel that no, there should be a link. This is my personal vision also, as many of you told. What are personal values? Principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. Value guides a person's thinking and behavior. Examples: integrity, compassion, respect, justice, fairness. All right. Principles or standards of behavior. बिहेवियर कैसे करना होगा, हम किस समाज को निर्माण करने के लिए जा रहे हैं, ये पर्सनल वैल्यू सिस्टम भी हमारा एक होना चाहिए. अगर नहीं है, क्योंकि वैल्यू गाइड्स अ पर्सन's थिंकिंग एंड बिहेवियर. इफ समबडी फील्स कि इफ वी पुल डाउन समबडी देन ओनली वी कैन मूव अहेड, तो वो कोऑपरेटिव लर्निंग और टीम बिल्डिंग में विश्वास कभी नहीं करेगा. Okay, cooperative learning and team building there will be no belief, and the same will be reflected in schools' achievements also. So this has to be done, it has to be there. Means what is your personal belief? It is team building. Innovation आपका पर्सनल बिलीफ है या नहीं? हमारे स्कूल्स में से अभी भी इनोवेशन कितना होता है? You please come to know, because we are again following something. Okay, so personal belief system has a big role to play, in fact. And examples are there: integrity, compassion, respect, just fairness. ये as a leader, अगर हमारे behavior में हमारे personal values हैं, school will definitely grow. List the top 5 personal values that you uphold as a principle in your professional life. In your professional life, if you have these values, then just mention कि what are the first personal values. थोड़ा सा एक Mentimeter का exercise है. Please try if you can. Means we have to list down 5 personal values that you uphold as a person, as a principal.
How do I go to the Mentimeter?
I'm going to share the link. All right. I'm going to share, and will share with you the code also. Just now I will. Okay, I'm going to do that. The code is 22331899, and I am writing in the chat box this Mentimeter, the same. In the chat box, please follow this link. Okay, and whatever you write will be reflected, and here is the code which you have to enter when you take this. Okay, please participate. I will share this screen also, will be okay, clear? Means it's a Mentimeter exercise. Personal values you have to write which you uphold as a leader. All right, this is please start typing, writing, and you will come to know what it is.
So I haven't got the link.
No, it is in the chat box, ma'am. It is in the chat box. Just see.
Okay.
Chat box, there is a link available. You please use that. Honesty, communication skills, please keep on writing. It will be reflected here. 5 values. Five values are there. Please write, and it will be. I am speaking, but it's all right. Please keep on. 5 values. Okay. Integrity is at the topmost, the biggest one. Sincerity, compassion, patience, love, honest. Okay. Better, sir, from Indus, and use this Mentimeter word cloud. It will be clear to all.
Sir, can you repeat the code, please, once again? 22331899.
It's visible.
This is the code.
Visible on the screen. Visible on the screen. Okay. Okay. So again, I say it's integrity that matters. The most honesty, compassion, all these values are there. Self-respect also, honesty and openness, communication, all these things are there. Okay. Please, I'm stopping this presentation now, and once again continuing with the same. So these are the values which you uphold as a principal, as a leader. And this is now the belief system. What is beliefs? What are personal beliefs? An acceptance that something exists or is true, especially one without proof. Okay, this is your belief system. You know, values are not the same as beliefs. Example, teacher is the fountainhead of all knowledge. Some children cannot learn as they don't have the capability. Students with special need require special schools. Okay, these are the personal beliefs, but values are not the same as beliefs. Okay, this is what you believe, an acceptance that something exists or is true, especially when without proof. Means you believe it. This is your belief. Okay. As a principal, reflect on how your beliefs have changed during the pandemic with respect to teaching learning. Okay, wonderful thing. Instead of Padlet, if because it will be time consuming, could you please, as a principal, reflect on how your beliefs have changed during the pandemic with respect to teaching learning? I used means before pandemic, we thought that this cannot happen. Now I think that this is happening this way. Anybody who can, or if you want, I can share a Padlet link also, but better to use right now the chat box if you can. All right, chat box can also be used for the same. Okay, write a few things, all of us in fact, what happened, what I used to think before this pandemic, and what now I think. Means what is the change in the belief system? I used to believe this. We all used to believe online teaching was not possible, and today it is. Blended learning, yes, we never thought of. We were not giving mobiles to the children. We were not allowing, and now we find that mobile is the only gadget which is the most useful one. So similarly, a few more things that you used to think before pandemic and what you think today can mention in the chat box, please. Here is once again a wonderful slide. Built-in contradiction between personal beliefs and education system values. One way, there may be two ways. Nowhere can be written as now, here also, and no itself can have so many yes. This educational system values and personal belief, and there is a contradiction also. We find, this cannot happen, but this can happen. Here, Right to Education Act's beliefs and system values. Belief of private school management, first generation cannot learn as they don't have support from parents. Education system values, equality, social justice. They will not adjust to school life, wide disparity of social and economic status. Teachers cannot teach students with from EWS. Schools' quality goes down. They smell. All these things are there. This is maybe somebody's, a belief of private school management. Of course, we don't agree. All right. But this is EWS wala bacha padhega nahi. Par hua education system kya kehta hai? Equity. Equal opportunities should be given. All have to be treated equally. Social justice has to be there. Respect for diversity has to be there. Means we cannot teach a particular group only. Open-mindedness, accountability. So there are certain contradictions, beliefs and system values. There has to be some alignment, and then only we can find the schools a better place to work. Okay, what personal values as a leader have you added after you became a principal? How have your beliefs changed after becoming a principal? How have you aligned your beliefs and values with your school's vision? Anybody, if you can just think of how is there anything that changed after you became a principal?
May I, sir?
Yes, please. Most welcome.
Listen listen others point of view. This is what I learned from very beginning when I got into this profession. Listen others point of view, and that can give a new way of thinking. That is what I learned from my experience.
Wonderful. Must clap for you. Wonderful learning. Anybody else who can, as a principal, what you learned, how you personal beliefs changed?
Sir, may I?
Please.
So this is slightly personal. I actually became more patient at my home front after I became a principal. At my home front, I became, because if I can maintain a sort of a high threshold of patience at school, I realized that I should not lose my cool at home as well. So I think it changed me made me a better person.
Yes. Personal beliefs change. Okay. Anybody else?
I'll just add to what Meenakshi has spoken just now, no? That at the personal front also, So I think we listen more, and then at the same time, so many things, they pop in. So many a time, what do? We simply smile, we think, we ponder, and definitely we try our level best to, find a solution to a problem.
Achha, is there anything, how have you aligned your beliefs and values with your school's vision? कोई ऐसा कुछ रहा कहीं, कोई example? Please, others also, please participate. Any example or any incident you can share with us where your beliefs and values with your school's vision got aligned. What we think and what school has, it is the same alignment, conflict resolved, and we are now at the same level. Any such incident? Any example? Yes, madam from Gurukul Academy, please. Wants to say something? Your mic.
Sir, I think I became more responsible and more patient. And once I met parents, yes, once I met a parent who was too much noisy, you can say, that he was not big, calm, and I just tell him to sit down and to become calm, and I listen him silently, and after that, point by point, I told him about his child, and gradually he became calm.
Okay. Very good. Means we are learning personally and some personal belief system also. Like we used to believe for this sane children, sane means SEN, special education needs children. We used to think कि उनके लिए अलग स्कूल होने चाहिए. In fact, schools थे. लेकिन when we see somebody with special education needs doing very well in our school, normal schools, what our beliefs changed. Then we say no, सबको हम admission देंगे. पहले कहीं ऐसा हुआ करता था कि नहीं भाई ये क्या करेगा, इसकी इतनी disabilities है, how he will study. Yes. Then gradually it changed and we found it is to be better. All right. So this way we change also, we develop our personal belief system and we align our belief system also. All right. Before I say thank you for this descriptor, let's talk about these actionables, align personal beliefs.
So, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So may I add, I just wanted to share something. I have a different story to tell. Won't take much time. Sir, I saw during these tough pandemic times, I saw my belief system being shattered and crushed. And I'll tell you the reason why. It was like we would, kind of blindly trust our parents. When it came to anything, we thought that everyone was going through a crisis. So we thought it was a time when probably our parents, they'll also lend us a helping hand. And before even they would kind of come to us, approach us with any kind of a request, we decided that considering this odd situation, so we decided to grant some fee concession, which was, I would say, more than reasonable. We in fact went beyond our limits just to kind of accommodate and all that. But sir, to my disappointment, I was completely mistaken, and I realized like it was a big folly on my part. I trusted them out and out, but they let me down. So sometimes, it comes as a gruesome shock. So that is what I have to say. And sir, as you were talking about this, has there ever been an incident wherein you managed to just align with the school's belief system or some kind of a practice? So this was almost 3.5 years back when we were kind of when the schools were given these instructions that they have to just strictly go with the NCERT books, and you have to do away with the books of private publishers and all. So it was then we decided that we'll introduce a book bank. So this was more in the mutual interest, and we thought that probably this can just help us, manage with a situation wherein we don't compromise in terms of academic excellence, and at the same time, we don't forego with kind of the rules that have been imposed. That was it, sir. Thank you.
That was good. And Sandeep sir, almost all of us have experienced the same. Wherever in the school system, the educational framework, entire framework is heavily damaged because of this pandemic. Okay.
Very true, sir. I completely agree. Very true.
Contribution. Somewhere we have to. That's why again it comes back to us. What kind of society we are creating? This is not what a school's vision should be like. Creating a society where people are not willing to contribute towards running a school. Okay. And similarly, we have to think why this happened. Are schools become shops जहाँ कुछ देना है, कुछ प्रॉफिट है, या वो वाकई में एजुकेशन और नेशन बिल्डिंग में लगे? ऑलराइट, बोथ वेज हमें ये सोचना पड़ेगा, हम सबको सोचना पड़ेगा. वेरी गुड पॉइंट, बट we have to move. Yes, somewhere this is a bitter truth, as Jane Madam is writing. Jane Global School is going on. All right. Hope we will create a better world. Okay. And then just a list is there which I would like to share with you. What are leadership values? And honesty and integrity, trust, willingness to learn, unlearn, empower, communicative, collaborative, stay connected, positive energy, commitment, respect, empathy, open-mindedness, inspirational figure he should be. All right. So this is, so many values are there, honesty and integrity. But again, it has some impact. We'll say, no, whenever we display these values, something happened, maybe some bitter experience, but we have to take the torch in our hands and move ahead. All right. Till now, is there anything which you would like to share or discuss? Okay. Now with this 5 descriptors we have completed of layer 1, and this were, first was the vision statement, second was shared vision, third smart goals, fourth personal vision, and finally aligning our personal values system with schools vision and schools values. Okay, so this way, if we are clear about it, we can move. If there are certain queries, we can discuss, and then we'll move. Okay.
Sir, I just have one question.
Please.
Since all of us are leaders in our own respect, I want to, sir, also, if somebody can suggest, sometimes there is a conflict, like Sandeep sir also mentioned. How do you, and conflicts can be at any level. So, should the personal belief win or the school vision win? What should take the precedent? What is it, or is it something that is circumstantial? Sometimes this will win and sometimes that will win.
No. Again, I say, although it is my personal opinion, but I will invite views of others also. Any leader, because you are leader, must believe in your value system. Okay, test your beliefs on value system. Okay, if there is no, beliefs can be changed, no doubt. Okay, beliefs means personal belief is there, circumstantial changes, like पहले हम believe करते थे online नहीं हो सकता, आज believe करते हैं तो it can change, but values should not be changed. All right, values, ये honesty, integrity, compassion, self-respect will have to remain intact, and this is our responsibility. कहीं पर्सनल बिलीफ में कोई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आ रहा है, उसके रेजोल्यूशन के लिए हमें काम करना पड़ेगा, और अगर जहां वैल्यूज पे कंप्रोमाइज हो रहा है तो वहां तो हम एज लीडर्स आर डेफिनेटली राइट. वैल्यूज पे कंप्रोमाइज नहीं करना. बिलीव्स कैन बी चेंज्ड, ट्वीक्ड, उनको समझना पड़ेगा. हो सकता है हमें कहीं से अब उसको मॉडिफाई करना पड़े, चेंज, सर्कमस्टांशियल चेंजेस भी आ सकते हैं, लेकिन वैल्यूज पे हमें कंप्रोमाइज नहीं करना. हालांकि प्रैक्टिकल लोग क्या कहेंगे, वैल्यूज कुछ नहीं आज के समाज में. ये हमारा बिलीफ सिस्टम ऐसा होना ही नहीं चाहिए. ये बहुत इम्प्रैक्टिकल सी बात लगती है, आइडियलिस्टिक बात लगती है, लेकिन अगर हम करेंगे तो हम उस समाज को निर्माण नहीं कर रहे जिसके लिए स्कूलों को होना चाहिए. ये पर्सनल वैल्यू सिस्टम इंटैक्ट रहेगा. बिलीफ्स में कहीं कोई कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन है या कहीं कोई, उसको रिजॉल्व करना है. एंड ब्रॉडर सेंस में, जैसे पर्सनल बिलीफ अभी बताया एक स्लाइड में कि स्कूल, प्राइवेट स्कूल मैनेजमेंट कहता है कि ईडब्ल्यूएस वाले नहीं पढ़ते. अब हमें देखना पड़ेगा कि क्या ईडब्ल्यूएस का कोटा लाके हम कुछ गलत कर रहे हैं. ये पर्सनल बिलीफ हो सकता है हमारा, लेकिन ये सही नहीं है. तो वैल्यू तो ये नहीं कहता, एक स्कूल की वैल्यू ये नहीं कहती कि ईडब्ल्यूएस वालों को हम हटा देंगे. तो यहाँ हमें अपने आप को करेक्ट करना पड़ेगा, इस बिलीफ को हमें चेंज करना पड़ेगा कि ईडब्ल्यूएस वाले बच्चे अच्छा नहीं करते, ऐसा है ही नहीं. ओके, तो जो सिस्टमिक वैल्यूज हैं उन्हें समझना होगा, तब हम आगे बढ़े. और ये रेजोल्यूशन, इनफैक्ट आप सब लोग बड़े एक्सपीरियंस लीडर्स हैं, ये तो हमें करना ही पड़ता है. अपने बिलीफ्स को अलाइन करना पड़ता है, इवन फैमिली में भी पर्सनल बिलीफ सिस्टम को समझना पड़ता है दूसरे का. अभी जैसे मिस्टर जोशी ने बताया कि जो बहुत अच्छा लर्निंग हुआ एज ए प्रिंसिपल, वो क्या था कि दूसरों को सुनना, लिसनिंग टू अदर्स. दिस इज वन ऑफ द learning that we had. All right, most of us have temperamental issues. As a teacher हम बड़ा short tempered हो जाते हैं, लेकिन as a leader, as a principal, we cannot be short tempered. हमें गलत सुन के भी इस तरह से सॉफ्टली बिहेव करना होगा और उसे बताना होगा कि हम सही हैं, ये भी उसको बताना होगा. पेरेंट्स का ये अप्रोच और ये एटीट्यूड जो अभी आजकल देखने को मिल रहा है, इसको हमें कहीं ना कहीं अलाइन करना पड़ेगा स्कूल विजन से. उनको बताना, हमने इसको इग्नोर कर दिया, ये इसीलिए तो ये हुआ. एंड वी वर कॉट अनअवेयर. वी थॉट कि स्कूल्स आर जस्ट लाइक कॉमर्शियल एंटिटीज वेयर गिव एंड टेक इज देयर. हमने ये सोचा ही नहीं कि वैल्यू सिस्टम पे काम करना है. हमने सोचा ही नहीं कि विजन होना चाहिए. ये सारी बातें आइडियलिस्टिक लग सकती हैं, लेकिन ट्रुथ है, ये फैक्ट ऐसा ही है. ऑलराइट, अगर कोई और कुछ हमें कुछ गाइड करे इसमें तो प्लीज ओपन फॉर डिस्कशन. देन वी आर नाउ डिस्कसिंग द.
Thank you, Anand sir. Lot of clarity. I actually got lot of clarity.
Thanks
Thank
a
you
lot.
so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. In fact, we all,
Thanks.
when we share, we come to. Okay. Please move ahead. Any query or any clarity required from my side about vision statement, shared vision, smart goals, personal vision, and personal values. बहुत अच्छे से डिस्कस हमने आज किया. कल तो इट वाज हरीड manner. Even I didn't like. Maybe I received the feedback from my fellow colleague, principal, that there was some voice, disturbance. तो आज तो वो voice वाला नहीं है. Sir, from ANMPS, जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, is it clear or some voice थोड़ा disturb रहता है?
Right now it is clear, but due to the connectivity, sir, so many times I was unable to get you properly.
It's clear,
Okay.
sir.
That is the connectivity issue, sir.
Maybe
now,
both
right
ends.
now, yeah, please.
Okay, at both ends. Sometimes this may go wrong at your end, sometime at my end. All right, but even
Yes,
then
yes.
we are moving.
Then even
Acha,
I am trying to concentrate on you.
Yes, you are participating. Somebody else who would like to add to this vision, shared vision, any difference? Okay, so I think school leadership, the role of the school leader should be clear now, that number one, we should have vision. We will have a vision because other stakeholders are also there. It has to be converted into a shared vision. And then smart goals. Smart goals, we already discussed how we set smart goals and how we can convert smart goals into smart goals. Okay. Then our personal value system and our not only personal value system, but institutional value system also. Okay. So these things are there. Now, first thing, yesterday also we did this exercise. Koi bhi, any of us, whosoever wants to come forward, एक vision statement जो कि कल डिस्कस किया था, मीन्स बहुत ही शॉर्ट हो, मेमोरेबल हो, क्लियर हो, इंस्पिरेशन हो, एस्पिरेशनल हो, आगे बढ़ने वाला हो, हम क्या बनना चाहते हैं, एक विजन स्टेटमेंट शेयर करिएगा प्लीज, इफ यू कैन. Can you? अपना स्कूल का विजन स्टेटमेंट ऑल्सो लेट अस ट्राई विद वो. Is it a good statement or it needs some tweaking, modification? Okay, vision statement of your institution if you have. Let me tell you कि जब हमें ये APP अब हर बार करना पड़ेगा, सबमिट करना पड़ेगा. ऑलराइट, APP में विजन स्टेटमेंट भी होगा हमारे, एवरी टाइम हमें करना पड़ेगा. तो वो क्यों ना हम बनाना शुरू करें उसको. एपी विजन स्टेटमेंट से शुरू होगा. तो विजन स्टेटमेंट क्या है, आपके किसी भी एक स्कूल का लें. And if it is not there, then we have to.
May I speak?
Yes, please.
Sir, I am from Shri Dashme School, Bajpur.
Ji.
So, our school was established in 1981.
Mm-hmm.
And the vision that was set by the management, the founder trustees, was Sarbat Da Bhala. Sarbat Da Bhala, it's a Punjabi, I would say, statement. Sarbat Da Bhala means
सबका
सबका
भला,
भला हो.
सबका भला.
So
Very good.
Hanji, that was the vision, and like my school is established in a rural area,
Very good.
and we don't cater to very high class gentry. So most people from students from villages, the remote areas come to a school. So that vision, which was set in 1981, the present management, it is still working upon it. The objective is to provide whatever the fee is being collected, the management or the school tries to provide every modern facility which any good school, yeah, I would say, like we call them international schools or world schools. So we like our management wishes or is working in that direction to provide same facility to our students, deprived students, basically we can say.
All right.
So that is like I can say that our school is working in that direction since 1981.
Wonderful.
And,
Wonderful. Vision is very, you see, now test on those parameters. Sabka bhala, welfare of all. This is the vision. And this, propels them. This is the driving force. Vision. This gives direction. Is sabka bhala ho. All right? So, बहुत अच्छा vision statement है आपका, no doubt about it. Now, are there some goals which you have set for your school at present? Are these goals aligned with the school vision? What you have just now told your activities, ये aligned है. ये कहते हैं कि हम जो भी हमारा earning होता है, we are means trying to give back to the society, to the school. Yes, लेकिन what are the goals now? Smart goals for your school or for institution? Is there any link between them? Somebody raised hand. Goals, कुछ goals अपने एक share करें so that we can come to know education for all. Okay.
Sir, may I?
Please, please.
Yes, sir. साहस सफलता की कुंजी है. This is the basic motto of our school. Courage is key to success. And इसको हम how we convert it into goals. Goals में ऐसे कैसे convert करते हैं? Suppose we call the students in assembly. अगर कोई बच्चा वहाँ perform नहीं कर पा रहा है, we have got a special program, Excellence in Academics, where we call the students in assembly and they answer the questions. In case the child feels problem, the teachers train that student 2-3 times, give him revision or help him so that he can speak out something from assembly. The child goes with a winning mindset from the assembly, and there is huge clapping for the child. बच्चा जब असेंबली से जाए तो वो इस मन के साथ जाए कि आज मैं जीत गया. तो जब तक वो उसके अंदर हिम्मत बढ़ाते रहना, उसको ये विश्वास दिलाते रहना कि he can do it. This is how we convert this vision into goal.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yes. No, but yes, goals are there, and ये goals को हम again smart goals. जैसे हमने अब इसमें थोड़ा alignment कैसे आएगा? जैसे if you विजन स्टेटमेंट में भी थोड़ा सा रिवीजन आप कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर इसको भी हम लेके चलते हैं तो गोल्स को मींस कितने बच्चों को, सपोज वी से कि 60% शुड पार्टिसिपेट ऑन देयर ओन इन को करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज बाय द ईयर दिस और विद इन 6 months बाय दिस डेट. तो टाइम फ्रेम हो गया. को करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज आर रेलेवेंट ऑल्सो, हमारे विजन से अलाइंड है. Okay, school's vision is that all should have courage. All right. So ये alignment हो गया. So only thing is when whatever vision we have, first we have to revisit. उसको देखना है, उसको review करना है कि क्या ये हमारी value system से align होता है, नहीं होता. Then उसको goals जब हमें बनाने, पहले उसे shared vision में convert करना है. You know what I say कि पहले विजन को शेयर्ड विजन में, मींस ऑल शुड ओन दैट, कि ये करेज और सबका भला, ये जितने भी यहाँ स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, मैनेजमेंट, प्रिंसिपल, टीचर्स, अकाउंटेंट और ऑफिस पीपल, ऑल शुड थिंक इन दिस डायरेक्शन कि सबका भला हो. ये विजन शेयर्ड विजन हो गया. शेयर्ड विजन के बाद हम गोल जो सेट करते हैं उसमें कहीं ना कहीं वो स्मार्टनेस होना चाहिए, और स्मार्ट इज एन एक्रोनिम एज वी डिस्कस्ड, बहुत ही अच्छे से वो क्लियर हो जाएगा. लेकिन प्लीज रिमेंबर, ऑल ऑफ अस एक्चुअली हैव टू रिमाइंड आवरसेल्व्स कि schools have good vision. Schools reflect the society's strength also, and society also has a direction, and that depends, that has a very good impact on society also, the school institutions quality, leadership quality also. Acha, in the first session in the morning, we had a discussion on the impact of school leadership on students' learning or institutional excellence. What is that? There was a percentage. Who will come forward to revise this? What is the direct impact? The first question is the leadership. What is the percentage of quality of leadership influence on schools quality or excellence?
So 25%. 25%, sir.
25%. Okay. 25%, and 40% is teachers quality. Teachers quality. Okay. So who has the direct impact on students' learning? Direct impact.
So teachers quality has the direct.
And while the principals have
indirect impact, they have
mediated. Mediated. Okay, because it is mediated by the teachers. Teachers have a role to play. Teachers quality. Principal has direct interaction with teachers, and teachers quality will be reflected in students' learning. All right. So similarly, vision, the personal vision of the principal also has a lot of role to play in schools quality or schools growth. Schools means vision, how it will be realized. This depends upon the personal vision of the principal. Some disturbance, echoing. Okay. Now, yesterday we distributed, those panel topics. Okay, 4 groups were created because we are not many. 4 groups were created. If you remember those 4 groups, all right, you can go back into discussion out of those groups. Here I would like to request COE team to once again, because not many people are there, those who are available, they can have again have some system, and they can work on that particular topic which is there. I told you yesterday that these are the pages, okay, that we have to go through from 59. Attainment and progress across all school subjects. This is what we had, and there were 4 layer 3 things assuring student learning. How we can assure student learning? The layer, now we are moving to layer 3. Layer 1 we discussed full 5 descriptors, and layer 2 we are not touching because it is practice. It is annual pedagogical plan. So that will be dealt later. Okay, but tomorrow we'll deal with layer 2, and now a little of layer 3. And these were 4 topics given yesterday. I'm sure you have prepared. Take your time. Madam Malini, if you are there, some of the participants who were assigned some topics yesterday, they are missing. they are not available. You see, this may be.
Okay, sir.
So, what can be done?
Or
Either we can read out the names who were present yesterday, and we
yes,
can
sir. Just
add
please,
new
yes,
joining.
just please read out the name, sir, and whoever is present, we can do it. I think one Madhu Sharma, ma'am has joined by mistake of Udhamsing Nagar district. Ma'am का batch 7 है, sir. By mistake, ma'am join किया है कल. So ma'am is not there, I think, in the group.
Now
Madhu
she's not
Sharma.
there. Okay.
हाँ.
All right. So, groups, shall we form a group now? It's a panel discussion. You 3-4 people have to come forward. We'll discuss. So let's first, I can see this Jain Global School, madam. What was your topic yesterday given to you?
We were supposed to talk about on the social emotional development of the students, and how do we practice the same, impart the same to our students. Personal, social. Yes.
Do you remember the names of those who were members in your panel?
Yes, Meenakshi was there, and then Avinash, Mr. Avinash was also there, I guess. Meenakshi. Hello.
Devinder sir.
Mr. Devendra was also there, and one would. Okay. So
And Mamta ma'am.
Yes, I am also in the same group.
The same group. All right. So
Yes.
you can.
Personal, social, and emotional development.
Okay.
Madam Malini, you can recreate the groups either, or because otherwise we have to talk to them and then find out who.
Then you already did that.
So we got the groups.
Sir, I am not worried. It was.
All right.
Yes, sir, we can recreate, sir, no problem.
All of us are there, no? All the members, those who are there in the group, we are all there. According to me, all of us are there.
Are there?
Right?
Are
Yeah.
there. All right.
Yes,
Okay. Good. Good.
Sir,
So
you
we
can, sir, my suggestion is that you can restructure the group where people are not there and let the group be who is there, because we are sort of connected with each other offline, and we've sort of done a bit of a homework. So we want to stay together if it is okay with you.
You have already done.
Yes. Done
All right.
meaning connected with each other and done a small little, talk and all that. So we are slightly prepared, if I may say.
All right. So what I'll suggest now, that you should come forward. Actually, we are giving some time to others also. Okay. And take 10 minutes, and then we will be presenting our presentations, through a panel discussion. All right. So, Madam Malini, this group stays as it is. From Jain Global School.
What is your name?
Yes, sir, we can recreate the group, sir, no problem, sir. If some
So
person is
let
not
this
there, we
group
can recreate.
be as it is. Like Madam Mamta Mehta is there, and
Yes, sir.
Madam Meenakshi is there, and from Jain Global School, Madam, your name, please.
Shashi Joshi, sir.
Madam Shashi Joshi is there, and one more you were saying, Mr. Arvind.
No, Devinder sir.
Devendra.
Okay, Mr. Devendra is there.
Yeah.
4
Yes,
people
sir.
are there. Second group, if you remember.
So
your
we
name-
were group 2.
Group 2.
Okay, you are group 2 and given social emotional values. Yeah.
We were given
Personal,
social, emotional development.
and emotional development.
Okay. Now comes Sandeep sir. Do you remember who were there in your group?
Sir, sorry, there are 2 of us, and I'm more of a refugee, sir. I'm in there in any of the groups, so I don't know. Probably some slip ups, sir. So sorry.
Surprisingly, there are 2 Sandeeps.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Salaria also is there.
Sir, can I be added in Sandeep sir's group? Bhuvan Chandra Joshi from Gurukul Academy.
she is creating now. Madam Malini is creating new groups. She can add. Acha.
No problem, sir. We can recreate the group. No problem, sir.
Just now, ma'am, tell so that we can start the
Thank
panel
you.
discussion. We can give them.
Sandeep
Or
sir,
I-
with political aspirations, we need to give you a different status. Instead of refugee, we need to give you a better status.
Oh my.
Mr. Mahesh, Sonia,
One man army, no?
Thank you.
One man army also can go there, no? One man
Yeah,
army.
I-
Now three
I
men
shall-
are there in the army.
Yeah,
It is
I
in
shall
that.
vote for you, not to worry.
Thank you.
Mr. Mahesh Kunyal, please.
Yeah. Pardon, sir. Since yesterday I was looking for an opportunity whether I could speak or I could participate anyway. There was certain connection issues, but I was connected. I was listening. I request, like Mr. Sandeep, if we could also be adjusted somewhere in any group.
No,
Humble request, sir.
we all have to be there in the groups. In the panel
No,
discussion. We have to be.
yesterday our name was not there. That's why my request is there. If we also participate in any group, there may be a little contribution from our part.
No, we are looking for that. We are looking. Welcome. We welcome you. She is creating. Just now, Madam Malini is giving groups. Okay, and then we can. Kuntal Tigari, their network problem. Yes. That is his key to success. She's. So you all four can start. Madam Malini, you are giving the groups.
Sir, should I read out the names? I think आपके पास भी है ना sir list.
No, I have not opened that. You want? Please read out the names once again, if you have.
Do you want me to read out the names, sir, for all the groups?
Yes, ma'am. Please, if you can.
Okay. Group 1, Arpan Kumar Sharma and Sadhana Batsar, Yogesh Chandra Brizavazi, Sunitha Devi. This is from Group 1, and the topic is moral reasoning and ethical sensitivity.
Okay. Then.
And Group 2, Mamta Mehta, Devendra Singh, Meenakshi Ketrapal, Shashi Joshi. And discussion on sub-theme 2 is personal, social and emotional development. And Group 3 is Madhu Sharma. Actually, sir, Madhu Sharma, ma'am, as I said earlier, by mistake, ma'am joined yesterday. So we can remove ma'am's name and we can add one more in this one.
Please.
Madhu Sharma, yes, and Devendra Singh Rawat, Sister Arokya Mary, Sandeep Slaria. This discussion on sub-theme 3 is 21st century skills. And Group 4 is Bhuvan Chandra Kanpal and Yogesh Chandra Brizavazi and Arpan Kumar Sharma and Sadhana Batsar. This is a discussion on sub-theme 4 is attainment and progress across all school subjects.
Attainment in progress across
all school subjects.
Sir,
Okay.
I did not get any group. I was not given any group yesterday also.
Just now we are giving. Don't worry.
And sir, I think May is in 2 group. I think my name is in 2 groups, sir. I think.
Yes.
My name-
I think Yogesh Chandra, sir, group
No,
1 and
Devendra
4.
Singh Rawat
Yes,
and
yes,
Devendra
ma'am.
Singh. Both are same, ma'am.
And Arpan Kumar Sharma is also.
Arpan Kumar Sharma. Yes, 2 groups, ma'am. First and the fourth, ma'am.
So we can recreate those 2 names, sir, and
Yes,
Okay,
can
ma'am.
add.
So, ma'am, my name is there in the first group, moral reasoning, ethical sensitivity, ma'am.
Moral reasoning. Yes,
And
Arpan
me,
Kumar Sharma sir and Yogesh Chandra sir name is repeated sir in group 1 and 4. And
Yeah.
that we can change it, and Madhu Sharma ma'am in group 3 also should be replaced sir.
Yes. Achha. Now, Mr.
ma'am,
Mahesh
in group,
Punyal and Mr. Sandeep Nathani's name. There's no name. Please.
Yes, sir.
Both these names are
It
to
is.
be added. Mr. Sandeep.
have all the principals assigned the group, sir.
Yeah, trying. Just now she's doing.
I'm Satish Chandra Gopal. I have not been assigned any group, sir.
Just now we are adding you to some group.
And sir, my name is also in 2 groups, sir.
She will remove. Just now in one group you are there.
Means in 2 and in also group 3 also added, I think.
Okay.
Even
Sir, my name is in 2 groups. Sadhana, but sir, I am. Yeah, my name is in first group as well as the 4th one, I think so.
Okay.
In group 4. Sir, for in group 4, we can add Mahesh Unyal sir.
Yes, please.
In place of Yogesh Chandra sir.
Okay.
In place of Yogesh Chandra sir, I am adding Mahesh Unyal sir in group 4.
All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
And Mr. Sandeep Nathani.
Yes, sir. I'm still there.
Okay, sir, I am adding in group 4 in place of Arpan Kumar Sharma.
Okay. So
Ma'am, my name is also to be added, Bhuvan Chandra Joshi.
Sir, I am also not in any group.
Me also, sir.
Sir, Bhuvan Chandra Joshi sir name I am adding in place of Madhu Sharma ma'am, that is in group 3 sir, for 21st century skills.
Sir, I am Satish Chandra Gopal. I am not also in any group.
Madam Satish Chandra Dugapal.
Yes.
Satish Chandra Gangwar, sir.
Okay,
Satish Chandra Dugapal.
One is Satish Chandra Gangwar and
Dugapal.
2 are there.
sir, I am also not in any group.
2 are there. Both we are adding to different groups. Satish Chandra Gangwar and Mr. Satish Chandra Durgapal. And Mr. Kishore Kumar Sharma, even your name is not there.
Sir, I have replaced 3-4 names, sir. Should I read out the names again, sir?
Madam, a few more are there. If you can add, then we will read out finally.
Okay. Our name kya hai, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Kishore Kumar Sharma is to be added somewhere. 4 groups are there. So in any of the group, you add his name. Mr.
Okay,
Kishore
sir.
Kumar Sharma. And I can see 2 Satish Chandras are there. One, Mr. Satish Chandra Durgapal, and one, Mr. Satish Chandra Gangwar from New Satyam Academy. All right? And
Yes.
Madam Anita Rawat, she is also there. Her name has not been added. Anita Rawat.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And Principal RRK School, his name is also not there in any of the groups.
Name, sir? RRK school principal name?
Mr. Sanjay Pandey, Dr. Sanjay Pandey. Dr. Pandey, can you hear right now? Dr. Sanjay Pandey, if can hear, then because your name is being added now.
Okay, sir. I think in each group there are totally 5 members are there now.
All right.
Okay. Should I read out, sir? Is it final, sir?
Final, please, Rita. And with
Yeah, I'm
their
just reading the
topic
names
also,
now.
Topic also.
In group 1, Arpan Kumar Sharma, Sadhana Badsar, Yogesh Chandra Brizavasi, and Sunita Devi. Sunita Devi, Kishore Kumar Sharma. So their theme is moral reasoning and ethical sensitivity. And group 2, Madam Mamta Mehta ma'am, Devendra Singh sir, Meenakshi Ketrapal ma'am, Shashi Joshi ma'am, Satish Chandra Gurgappa sir. And sub-team 2 is personal, social and emotional development. And for group 3, Bhuvan Chandra Joshi sir, Devendra Singh Rawat sir, Sister Arogya.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, again, Devendra Singh Rawat, he's in group 2, ma'am, also.
Acha, okay. Okay, sir. I'm just removing in.
Devendra Singh and Devendra Singh, both are
Acha,
same.
same, ठीक है. I'm removing in group 3, sir, then. ठीक है, sir.
Okay. Welcome.
आपका ग्रुप है सर, ग्रुप 2 है सर, ठीक है सर.
Group 2, okay.
ग्रुप 3 में भुवन चंद्र जोशी सर, सिस्टर आरोग्य मेरी, and Sandeep Slaria sir, and Anita Rawat ma'am. And the theme is 21st century skills. And group 4, it's Bhuvan Chandra Kandpal sir, and Mahesh Unial sir, and Sandeep Naithani sir, Satish Chandra Gangwal sir, and Dr. Sanjay Pandey. For theme is attainment and progress across all school subjects.
Attainment and progress across all school subjects.
I think it's clear now, sir.
Yes, it is. I think.
Ma'am, I'm still left.
One more. Achha. Because your name is not visible, madam. That's why this happens.
Yeah, your good name, ma'am?
Ma'am, Bharti Tiwari.
Shashi Joshi.
Bharti Tiwari.
Bharti Tiwari, ma'am.
Ji.
Bharti Tiwari.
Ji.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm adding you in group 3, ma'am. That is 21st century skills.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I think all names are there now. So you need some time to prepare your topics because topics were given yesterday. I think some of the members have already gone through and they are in position to present.
Sir, repeat the topics for each group, please, sir. Sir, repeat the theme of the groups.
In which group you are, sir?
For the fourth group, sir. Fourth group.
Fourth group.
That is fourth.
This is attainment and progress across all school subjects. Attainment
and
progress across all school subjects.
Sir, I could not join yesterday.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir,
Yes,
I could not.
Could not join?
Yesterday, sir. So what will be my topic and group?
What's your name, madam?
Meeta Rani.
Meeta Rani.
Yes, sir. Gurukul Academy, Bhuj.
Acha. You get yourself added to group 4. Okay, attainment and progress across all schools. Group 4, attainment and progress across all school subjects. Prepare
attainment. Sir, please repeat again. Attainment.
No, 59 page number of pedagogical leadership handbook ka dekhein. Attainment and progress across all school subjects, so that you can hold this discussion, panel discussion.
Sir, if you could repeat the topic, the first one.
First, group 1.
Yes, sir.
Moral reasoning.
Moral reasoning and ethical sensitivity.
Yes.
Ethical sensitivity.
strengthening moral and ethical reasoning for internal consistency and intellectual conviction.
Moral reasoning and ethical sensitivity.
Yes.
Sir, can you tell me who are the other group members of this group?
They will join you when you, okay? When your presentation is there, they will, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we are now going into the discussion part, panel discussion part, and I invite I think group 2 people, they are ready. This was discussed, they have already prepared.
Yes, sir.
Those who have not gone through, please go through. We'll give you 3-4 minutes. Go through your topics once again, then we will start. Okay? Just a few minutes more.
Sir, may we know the page numbers for personal, social, and emotional development?
What is there?
Sir, may we know the page number from where we have to go through for group 2, personal, social, and emotional development?
Sir, you page number 62, personal, social, and emotional development is there.
Thank you, sir.
Page number 62
Okay.
of the handbook. Yes, now let's start. Let's move ahead. Group 2 people, hold the discussion. You 4-5 members are there. We'll listen to you. Any of you can present first, and then others will further explain or add whenever and wherever they want. All right?
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
But we have to be clear in a better way, better than what the RP is trying to clear. You see, because now 4-5 are there who will be clearing to us all the topic given to you, and that is, I think, this personal, social, and emotional development. That we have to. Okay. So please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, sir, I will just quickly, since it's a very short para from the handbook, I would like to first read from there And then my counterparts from other schools, they are going to support what this is saying with an example or a suggestion to to support what is being said here.
All right, please go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So,
Yeah.
personal and social emotional development of students of schools, besides scholastic pursuits, students have to be equipped to lead their life with a healthy mind and positive attitude. This results in schools pursuing the personal, social, and emotional development of them. A school needs to inculcate, number one, human values, number two, life skills, number three, happiness and well-being. So human values such as empathy, respect for others, cleanliness, etiquettes, courtesy, responsibility, integrity, and spirit of service. Life skills includes cooperation, teamwork, communication, resilience, sensitivity towards others, inter and intrapersonal skills, self-awareness, and social skills. Happiness and well-being by focusing on developing a student's mental, physical, emotional, social, and spiritual well-being. So I will speak in the last, but first Shashi ma'am and then Devendra sir and then Mamta ma'am can give examples how they are doing these things in their own schools, and then in the last I will speak.
Please
Shashi ma'am.
move. It's
Okay.
your stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, Meenakshi. Uh, uh, the different, the values which have been already elaborated that she read just now. So the academic calendar of our school has been set in such an order that the different values have been, they have been put in different months. So each month they have VOTM, that is value of the month. Like for example, in the month of August, the VOTM for the month was courtesy. So in the morning time, we gave them 15 minutes to each class, and they discussed openly about how it has been ingrained into the system, how they practice the same at home, how do they greet their parents, their elders, their neighborhood people, those who are there, their relatives, and how do they practice all those things, at their own pace and at their own space. How do they use it, practice it? And once I remember in the month of July, it was gratitude. So I asked the students to, to have to just place a paper or the chart on the wall, and related to gratitude, you just prepare, a gratitude wall, and write on that piece of paper or the chart about what are the things, you are grateful to God, to the parents, to your friends, to your relatives, maybe your teacher, your principal, anyone who has been, inspiring you, leading you, throughout your journey. So they came out with wonderful suggestions, and they were thankful to so many people. And some of them, I remember, they also, two children, they wrote about, even, they were this thing, grateful and thankful to their pet as well. So I was very happy to know that thing, that they love their pets. I was moved by that. I love that they are compassionate. They are equally thankful for so many things, their parents, their teachers. One of them also wrote that I am thankful because I am in India, because I've been born and brought up in India. So I love my motherland. So I love whatever they wrote. And then second thing again, before the commencement of the online sessions, I asked them that, for 5 minutes, all of you gel well with your students, with your classmates, with your fellow mates. You just discuss among yourselves what all about the serials, about the Free Fire, about the Minecraft, whatever they play. You talk about that, so that, once they set in their mood and pace, and they'll prepare for their the academic session well. So this is what we have been practicing. And one more thing we have been practicing is the sunshine call record, whereby the teacher, they have a word with the parents, they have a word with the children, wherever they are finding there are lacunas, there are gaps, there are problems, or anything they would like to share with their teacher. So that is also, I mean, through these ways also, I think you can get to know your children well, and the values are properly, you can just find out whether these values are, how far they have reached in inculcating all those values apart from the academics.
Thank you, Shashi ma'am. Thank you. I have actually jotted down your points, and I'm going to see how we can incorporate in our school as well. देवेंद्र सर, आप बताएंगे
Yes,
कुछ अपने स्कूल के बारे में?
Sure, ma'am, Sivana. For values, after knowing very well that how much discounts for an student, values are. So generally, we used to conduct, yeah, we have divided the students in houses. So every week, we used to make a wall magazine. In that wall magazine, it is said to the each houses that on each day, from your day-to-day life, whatever is your experience, whatever values you have got from that, from your experience, so you have to share that to the that wall magazine and also to the morning assembly. So it makes what I have noticed that this has made a little bit. You can say that it was discussed by all the students. Yeah, they were taking more and more interest. Yes, here I have seen that. For example, honesty. Suppose that. So they used to find out whether this was the appropriate example of honesty or not. Yeah, they used to show that this counts now. This approach, yeah, whatever a person, a student, yeah, any member of the institute. So they used to notice and they used to explain that now. He, she, the particular student, a particular teacher, whoever is there, they have shown this now. So they just say this is an example. So we all have to follow this. Yeah, why this is important to us. Then in the last, they used to convince to the others also. So in this way, are you getting me or not?
Yes, sir, little bit, but your connection is rather weak. थोड़ा समझ में आया है, sir?
Even that we can hear.
हाँ जी.
Please move ahead, madam. 10 minutes, not more than 10 minutes. Otherwise, three groups.
Sir, हमारा 8 हुआ है अभी. हमारी ममता मैम रह गई है. ममता मैम.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here, and well, the topic that is given to us is personal, social, and emotional development, and I think it covers everything. And to have a well-rounded personality, I think that cognitive skills are not only important. These things, human values, life skills, and being happy, moreover, they are very important things. And school is a place where the students get to, school is a place which is part of the society for the students, because students, they remain at home, and maximum exposure to the different students, their classmates, which are coming from different backgrounds. Some are coming from villages, socio-economic background. So school provides them that platform. Here they learn how to interact. Here they learn how to do the teamwork, how to respect others, um, how to have be sensitive about others' needs and everything. So we try to cater there to these things. We try to do things. So I would say, give you a few examples that we do at school. It's been 1.5 years since the students have come to school, and all these things are done through activities. So I miss that, but I'll just tell you what we do. Like responsibility, I'll give you an example. Our school, I'm from Pithoragarh. It's a remote area, and English speaking is a thing that we want to encourage our students to speak English, to have having a good communication skills in English too, not just in Hindi, in English too. So we try to do that with the teachers, but teachers are not always there to look after them. So our class 11th and 12th students, the monitors of those classes, they came forward and they said that those who were good at English, they said that we would, coach our juniors from class 6th, 7th, and 8th. We'll select few students, those who are willing to participate. And in the morning assembly time, for 20 to 25 minutes, they made groups. Class 11th and 12th, they made some groups of 2 students for each class. They made a whole schedule and they visited their classes and they taught them. And in 2 months, those classes gave a very good result. There was a clear change. The teachers, those who were teaching in those classes, they told me and they told others also. They came to know that now the students are responding. Earlier, they used to remain quiet. If they were asked, the teachers asked a question, they did not respond, just considering that what if we are wrong? What if we are wrong, and if I'm speaking something wrong, others will laugh at me and all that. Those students of class 11th and 12th removed that hesitation from their juniors. So I think at so many levels, so many of these things, those life skills, being happy and human values are achieved just by that one activity. And for others, for teamwork and for resilience, sensitivity and cooperation. Our school, we also have the houses. There are different houses, are there 4 houses we have divided, and they do the house activities. Children only, they decide in the beginning of the year that cultural calendar, along with the in charges, children are also included in that. They decide that what activities would be there and how would they participate. So this way we do it in our school. I think I do not have I do not have much time. Thank you so much.
Please.
Thank you, Mamta ma'am. Anand sir and my other counterparts, I'll just sum it up in one line. Our school, the line
hello.
that we swear.
Ma'am,
Satish,
I'm also one of the
sir.
members.
Sorry, Satish
Yeah,
sir. Sorry, Satish sir. Over to you.
Okay. Ma'am, ours is a school run by Vidya Bharati, Akhil Bharati Shikshan Sansthan. It's a well-known organization and nationally or internationally. And as far as this moral values are concerned, we especially give a period in our timetable to moral values. Every day we have the moral education period, and we have student parliament to develop all the social responsibility among the students. We send the student in groups to villages along with the teachers to collect the interviews of some renowned people or some oldest person or some most victimized people. Such types of interviews are conducted by the students of a school. Those make them very responsible person and develop the leadership. These types are activities conducted by a school regularly. And in our assembly, we have almost half an hour assembly. We give half an hour to 40 minutes to assembly session. This is one of the very important session of our schooling. And in this assembly, students are given opportunity to discuss over the different spheres of life, so that in future they will be the part and parcel of the society and work accordingly. This is how we make the students all these human values, life skills, and how they become happy by helping the others. These are the things that we conduct every.
Okay, please.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Like I said, I'll just sum it up with just one line. Our school believes in explore, create, express, and be. Just be. So expression is very important. When you are troubled, expression is important. When you're happy, expressing is important in the right way instead of kicking and getting into a squabble. It's very important to give words to children when they want to express any kind of emotion that we have. And all our, no, not all, many activities are directed towards this. Thank you, my counterparts, and thank you, Anand sir. Thank you, all of you, for hearing to us.
All right.
Thank
Wonderful. Wonderful. A big round of applause. Okay. The few takeaways are, when you see, we know that this is to be included in our activities. So we have to see how to align this with our shared vision. Means this should be a felt need. This is in this direction we have to move. Second thing, smart goals. We all have these moral values, lessons, and activities. If goals are not there, we cannot say that this happened. Evidence, and evidence means measurable. So whenever you hold that this was done, like suppose one value you took for your class 7th or 8th or 10th, it has to be measured. It has to be reflected in their behavior, actions somewhere. Like अगर हमने जैसे सोशल वैल्यूज में वाटर टैप को कम कराया, वाटर यूज को कम कराया, तो वो वाटर यूसेज टोटल कितना यूज हम पहले करते थे और कितना बाद में करते थे, ये हमारे पास होना चाहिए. ओके, गोल सेटिंग जरूर हो. जैसे हमने बच्चों के लिए, जैसे सर ने अभी बताया, इतना अच्छा एक्टिविटी करते हैं कि उनको हाफ एन आवर देते हैं, तो कितने बच्चों ने सीखा, नंबर 1, किसे इंटरेक्ट किया. जैसे हमने कहा कि 3 लोगों को हम इंटरव्यू कराएंगे, तो ये मेजरेबल हो कि इंटरव्यू विद 3 पर्सनैलिटीज इन दीज 2 or 3 months. मेजरेबल होना चाहिए, स्मार्ट स्पेसिफिक होना चाहिए, हु विल बी इन्वॉल्व, हु विल डू. जस्ट ये हमें यहाँ ट्विकिंग अपनी पूरे सिस्टम में करना है. मीन्स ऑल द स्कूल्स, ऑल ऑफ अस वी हैव टू. ऑलराइट, प्लीज नाउ this opportunity for the second discussion goes to the group 1. Group 1 people, if you can come forward. Mr. Arpan Sharma, Madam Sadhana Bastar, Mr. Yogesh Brajbashi, Mrs. Sunita, Madam Sunita, and Mr. Kaushal Kishore, I think. Yeah. Please come forward, and one of you will take the lead. This moral reasoning and ethical reasoning. You have to speak.
Well, sir, I am Yogesh Chandra Brijwasi, and would like to initiate. Actually, this topic is somehow I am feeling that this is rather analytical. It is judgmental also, because moral reasoning and ethical sensitivity, somehow it could not provide us some demarking line. For instance, one could argue that it is okay to kill one person if it would save 5, because more people would be saved, but killing itself is immoral. Moral judgment and decision are often driven by automatic, effective responses rather than explicit reasoning. Okay. So somehow the another point is that this moral reasoning in theory of cognitive moral development, I think we can divide into 3 levels. Might be first is pre-conventional level, where होता है क्या है कि इस लेवल में somehow the individual would carry out the action for fear of existing laws and regulation. क्या होता है कि इस period में pre-conventional level, तो in our school also the students would like to just हम उन्हें डांटते हैं, कहते हैं you don't do like that, but as a principal of a residential school, I used to see that beside means जब teacher नहीं होते हैं तो somehow they used to destructive activity. Second point is conventional level. In this stage, students become more focused on the impact of their action. तो वो काम करते हैं और somehow in this situation ethical dilemma, the individual focus on orientation towards the consideration and need to follow general rule to create good behavior. Somehow they pretend themselves. And the last level, I think, as per my point of view, this is the post-conventional level. In this level, individual focus broad ethical guidelines to their behavior, और वो जो ethical sensitivity के point of view से अगर देखें तो उसको social वैल्यू जो अभी इससे पहले मेरे ग्रुप ने बताया था कि जो सोशल वैल्यूज है, मोरल वैल्यूज है, ही वुड लाइक टू कोरिलेट इट विद
yes, there will be a correlation.
Yes sir. And ethical, sir, please.
Okay, please. Other members of your group, you have spoken to, not spoken, so they will come forward. Please call out their names so they should also.
Yeah. I think I would like to say Arpan Kumar sir.
Yes, sir, definitely. Good morning to good afternoon to everyone. And myself, Arpan Sharma, Principal Summer Study Hall Girls School. Sir, ours is an all-girls school.
Video.
Yes, sir. Sir, ours is an all-girls school. It is situated in Aliganj Road, Kashipur. It is just 6 kilometers away from the main city. And I want to quote an incident. What happens 2 years ago, we conducted a PTM in a school, and few parents came to a school and they said कि sir हमारा बच्चा जाता तो है, and our sir school is situated and we have got villages surrounding in our school, and the people, the girls also coming to school are of very young age, मतलब nursery, LKG, UKG से जाती हैं, and their background is that the people are farmers and most of them are laborers. They are working somewhere and they don't give time to their students at home, the girls at home. So what happened? They came to school and they just said ki, sir, what is happening is our students are not greeting. If someone comes to home, वो छुप जाते हैं, they just hide themselves and they just don't want to come in front. They just don't greet the outsiders, the relatives, the members. So what I decided, I did my 10th from a school, convent school, Maria Sumta, Kashipur, and I studied there for 10 years. And I remember that when I used to study, we used to have a subject known as moral science, sir. And it was introduced in class 6, I remember. And the teachers, nuns was there, and they were teaching us the moral science. And these days, the CBSE curriculum, we don't have such kind of chapters which should be there to teach ethics and the moral values to the students. So what I did, value education, sir. Yes, sir. So what I did,
now it is there.
Okay, now it is there. But what we do, sir, we just focus on the core subjects, the English, Hindi, math, science, and the physics, chemistry, biology, all those subjects. So what I did, I introduced the subject moral science, the value education from classes 6 onwards. And to the teachers who are teaching primary classes, I told them that every day you should teach them that whenever they get up early morning, they should wish their parents good morning. Whenever they are coming to school, they should greet them that Mama, I am going to school, Father, I am going to school. And whenever they return back, good afternoon, good evening. These are the things which we people have been forgotten. And we people don't teach them. We just focus on the core values, the subjective things. We just go to the class. We just ask the students, ki, "Okay, children, where were we?" They take out your textbook and just start the exercise. So at least 5 minutes we should spend with them. We should ask them. We should talk to them. And we should ask them, ki, beta, theek hai, what moral values did you gain from schools? What ethics are there? Because we people are Indians, and the Indians are praised all over the world for our ethics and moral values, I think. Because all over the world, globally, the Indians are considered to be having the more moral values as compared to the other countrymen or the other people residing in other city, other countries, I think. Okay. So we introduced it and we find it very better. And the parents turned up to the school in another PTM and told, yes, sir, now they are greeting everyone, and now it is happening.
Good. It is one. Sir, as we have to cover 2 other groups also.
Yes, sir. Yes,
a little faster. And I'm cutting it short, but you see what we so far in both the presentation, we could not touch the ethical compass. Okay. You know, what in this particularly, what we want to, for the strengthening moral and ethical values, reasoning in fact, reasoning, there must be some logic, and this
Logic.
strength will come from the Constitution, Indian Constitution, Indian society, what we want. And if there is a moral compass, means this compass is missing, means it does not give us direction. So test, every child should have this, whether he's doing right or wrong. Is he moving in the right direction? If he says yes, I am moving, if he checks once, then there will be definitely ethical approach. Like अगर बच्चे को चीटिंग करना अलाउड है, अलाउड नहीं मीन्स वो कर सकता है, ही इज इन अ पोजीशन टू, लेकिन उसका एथिकल कंपास कहेगा नो इट्स रॉन्ग. तो ये जो एथिकल कंपास हमें बच्चे को देना है, ये उसको अटैच करना है. और वो कैसे आएगा? वो उसके वेज हैं, उसके भी गोल्स हैं, उसके भी तरीके हैं, मूव करेंगे. ये हो सकता है बायोग्राफी से, हो सकता है हम कई सारे एग्जाम्पल्स ऐसे सेट करें, ताकि ये जो 3-4 चीजें इस बुक में भी दिया हुआ है, बुक में भी, कि ही शुड नॉट डिस्क्रिमिनेट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कास्ट, क्रीड, जेंडर, ethnicity, ability, economic. Like somebody has come from these northeastern areas, so what people say, okay, Chinese है, ये है, वो है, like that. हमें क्या बताना है कि India, we are together, all right? So such kind of moral compass is to be given to the children. Is there anybody from this group who would like to share?
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, I would like to speak in short, as time is running short. First of all, sir, like we ask the students to respect the seniors. That starts from their grandparents. And in the school, like seniors are, like teachers are there, of course, their principal is there. And their juniors are also very important. So they must take care of the junior. For example, when they stand in the queue for the bus, so there is a rule that the senior students, they should give chance to the juniors to sit in the bus first, okay? I'm sorry, to take their seats, and then the seniors. So this way, they create love for the junior students, and juniors, they create respect for the senior students. Okay. As well as, like at home, they must respect their grandfather, grandmother, mother, whatever, like daily, they should listen to them, first of all. Only touching the feet or, saying good morning, good afternoon is not enough. According to me, they should listen to the grandfather. If they call out their name, that beta, please come here, I need you, immediately they should come. They should not say, they should not say that I have lots of work, I have to play, I have to go here and there, I have to do my homework. Okay, so everybody knows that children also have their own world. They have lots of work, but then they pay attention to their elders, their grannies, and they offer a glass of water. Okay, if they need that little bits of like they should like help them by touching their head and all that, giving them a little bit of massage, so they should do that. Okay, good. And if they need any small petty things, so that also they should give. They should celebrate their grandpa's birthday and all that. So this way they create a very good values among the family. So that starts from the grandfather to father.
Moral and ethical values.
Yes.
Okay, moral and ethical reasoning for internal consistency. All right.
Yes.
Must be very strong. Very strong ethical values.
Right.
Okay. I request now the group 3 to start.
Yes, sir. Shall I start, sir? I'd like to take initiative.
Please. Okay.
So, I'd like to begin, sir.
Yes, please.
It's the 21st century skill. Skill means doing something, ability to do something. In 21st century, 3 things that I find is very important. One is skill, competency, and ability to get ahead, even in worst situation. These are the 3 things that I feel that is what is needed very much, so that people can go for complete and holistic education. Students can go and they can live meaningful life and can contribute to their family, to their society, and to their nation. So keeping these things in mind, I have in my school has made elaborate method of providing proper skill to the students. First example, say emotional skill, social skill, and for that there are certain platforms. Like example, platforms are like there is class representative. All the students means in one class there is a team of 7 representatives. So every month 7 new students are given the opportunity, so that they can learn certain things that are as a curriculum for leadership development program is there. They go for that way. Then there are house prefects are there, school prefects are there, student council is there. Then we have got certain programs that are done in school, in classes, in assembly, and on stage. This way, skilling becomes a very important part. If a child feels, yes, I am able to do, I can do. So that motivates, that makes his everyday life a meaningful life. He starts giving, it starts developing self-esteem, positive self-esteem, and a child feels that, yes, I can do it and I can perform. So this is one thing that I feel that schools should give importance to it, and my school goes for this.
Achha, one more thing here I would like to add. CBSE publication is there, handbook on 21st century skills.
Yes,
If we all have gone through, I think we can very well understand what these skills are. Okay, so and it may take even 1 or 2 days for discussing all these skills and how to develop, how to set smart goals for that. So I think all of us should go through that, okay, to understand, have a clear understanding of 21st century skills and how we can allow students to develop these skills. Okay. One more
Sir,
person.
may I, sir, excuse me, sir, just 1 minute, sir. May I know the names of group 3, sir, once again?
No, they will come forward.
Okay, thank you.
Please. Somebody else from group 3 who would like to share?
Yes, sir. Myself, Sandeep Salaria from Dashmi School, Baspur.
Yes, sir.
So, like, what I feel in 21st century, we are talking about the digital world. So, what I feel is that these IT skills would be very important requirement in this present day world. And all schools have to actively integrate these ICT courses in their curriculum. Like if I give my own school's example, so like before the pandemic, we had been giving a annual magazine and we had been performing an annual function. So because of this pandemic, what we decided as a school that instead of giving a printed magazine, we would go ahead with an e-magazine. So we involved all the students, all the teachers, and we came out with the first edition of like first quarter. We released it in the month of July. Also have involved the class 12 students who have computer as a main subject. So I've instructed the teachers and I've been talking to the students myself, because in computer they have a project work. So decided that this year we are going to conduct a virtual annual function. So
all right, good, sir. Good, sir. I am cutting it short now.
Yes.
Before we wind up, because then you will have to go break for lunch also, and then 2:30's next session will start. Now, group 4. Anybody who is representing group 4?
Sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So may I begin?
Yes, sir. Please. Mr. Sandeep.
Okay. Well, sir, a group has been assigned attainment and progress across all school subjects.
Yes.
So, like, if I have to put it in simplest possible words, I would say that attainment is the key to increment. So, coming back to the core subject, it talks about, you know, like that integrating, like if we are to look at the school education system, so it would be no exaggeration to say that it has undergone drastic reform, you know, like in the last couple of decades. And particularly now that we have this approach, it's based on a blend of Bloom's taxonomy and even the multiple intelligences theory. So it talks about like the learning outcomes and which are in a way predefined, and the NCRT is the main governing body which does that. So I'm just giving a backdrop so that I can connect with how we are going about. And then it's like, so they focus on the key areas, which includes knowledge, understanding, skills, application, attitude, and all that. So, now the idea is, the objective is to integrate it. And usually what is seen is that as a child ascends up the ladder, like when a child moves from primary to middle school and further on, we see that it's more born out of the inclination and on the likes of the child, that she tends to perform far better at a few subjects and tends to lose the interest. So slowly that interest and inclination for some other subjects, it starts to fizzle down. Now here the focus is that we have to attain and ensure that the child progresses in all the school subjects what a child is offering or studying. So now, of course, NEP, you know, like it has come out with major changes, and this is one area where, like, I guess I would say there has been a major transformation. So, well, it says that we have to take all the stakeholders, you know, into confidence, and then, you know, like have to ensure that we do it on the lines of the national education policy. And they have given some descriptive indicators for this. So, like, when we talk of, like, if suppose I have to take the example of my own school. So, I mean, it did strike me that we are here in Tarai region, and ironically, no school has ever gone to opt for agriculture as a subject or dairy technology as a subject. You know, like Panagar University is there. We have this beautiful school there, campus school, which is close to some 40 years old. And even they didn't venture into it. So it's like when the board is offering us with so many options, why don't we encash them? I thought, let me take a dig on it. And we have decided to move ahead. We are going to introduce media studies. So we are part of the Mount Litra Z school, you know, school chain. So we thought, like, our students over the years, they will manage to find placement. So it's about like helping child progress and whatever skills that a child would like to develop. So we have got something what we call as the ISP, the individual, you can say, student profile, wherein we maintain the records of all the students individually, how the child is progressing. Just to give a short example, if it's English, so it's based on the Lexile scale, like how his vocabulary is building and all that. So it's quite systematic and all. And similarly for other subjects too, we have ERP and HRP, English readiness program, Hindi readiness program, and a lot of more stuff is there. But time doesn't permit me to elaborate more on that, and I would like to, you know, give a chance to my, you know, co-panelists. So, thank you, sir.
Only thing is, again, NCRT comes into picture. Learning outcome, competency-based education. Diksha portal course is there on experiential learning also. Means now, instead of covering the syllabus only, a shift is on attaining learning outcome. And if in our schools we focus on attainment of learning outcomes, drastically positive change will be visible. All right. So this is in a nutshell. Other members, those who are present, you may please speak up. Is it there? Any other member, especially from Satyam Academy, from RRK schools, if they are available, please share your views. Those who are in group, this group 4. Any one of you, means especially this. this thing. If you know somebody, how we can new Satyam Academy, if you want to, means learning outcome is the key thing now. Competence-based education. What happens? RRK school, sir, want to say something on this, especially this learning outcome? Attainment and progress across all the subjects. Group 4 people.
Sir, if you may please allow me, I'll just add on.
Please.
Sir, the NEP has also recommended to introduce coding classes. So from grade 6 onwards, they'll slowly be introducing that and all. And we have also taken a step for that. And we'll shortly be introducing, we have tied up, of course, with White Hat Junior. Things are underway. And basically, we are just doing, so when we talk, we can further link it up with 21st century skills. So it's like a way forward to help children get all the exposure that they can at this stage, because it also talks about age appropriate learning. So that's our endeavor. Thank you, sir.
All right. Wonderful participation. Okay, only group 4 has one participant who came forward. But anyhow, we have understood a lot of things. We have come to know about what your initiatives. Somebody else? So here again, I say competency-based education and learning outcome should be measurable again. It should be measurable also. And with this, we come to the end of this session, pre-lunch session. There were discussions among ourselves, and we came to know how our activities, when we have all these things, descriptors, 5 descriptors we had, and then we had this panel discussion also. Somewhere we highlighted the activities being undertaken by us. But again, if we have to modify, we have to ensure that there are certain SMART goals, and the NEP recommendations have to be in place. Whatever we do, somewhere that school's vision should also reflect that. And then comes the final attainment of learning outcome, through which we can ensure that learning takes place. And it is not the learning only, it is skill development that we are talking about. Okay, so just to recap, 5 descriptors: vision, shared vision, SMART goals, personal vision, and alignment of personal value system with school's vision. And finally, we had this panel discussion. Okay. With this, there may be some pre-test assignment for the next session, which we will have. And hope if these things are clear, then we are ready for the plunge into the layer 2, that is the practice part. So far, we have come to know how it is to be done. Finally, the third day, we go into practice. Okay, that will happen. From today, we will initiate in the next session. And we will further discuss. I thank you very much for participation, wonderful participation, despite the fact RRK school, please, your mic is on, please switch it off. RRK school, please. So, hope you have participated and gained something. I would like to request Sri Sanjay sir to observation, and so that we can further improve, and if there is any weakness, we can overcome that weakness also. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful session. There is no such weakness. It's a you can say it's an excellent session, and I am also getting so many things from the discussion of the honorable principals. I think this program it is personally benefited to me also, and our secondly attendance in spite of our repeated requests, attendance of the principals participants is on very lower side. However, we are every day and for every session we are sending the messages to the DTDC groups for this participation by the principals. Let's hope for the best, sir. And thank you very much, all the principals, for attending this session. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I was unable to mark my attendance, sir.
Okay, sir, we have sent the link. Please mark your attendance, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. So please send that link again, sir.
Link
Thank
is
you.
there in the chat box, sir. You can go back and
It's in
find
the
out.
chat box, sir.
In the chat box. In the chat.
Thank you, Anand sir. A great learning. Thank you so much.
Great learning.
Thank you
for
so
all.
much, sir.
Together.
Thank you, sir.
Regards.
Thank you.
Best regards.
And we'll meet tomorrow again in the post-lunch session. And till then, Mr. Dr. Prakash Chaudhary will be with you in the next two sessions, today's evening, post-lunch, and tomorrow pre-lunch. Okay? Again, we will have discussion, and then this will be practice part, actually how this is prepared. Again, very important sessions are to come. All right? Thank you very much.
Sir, can you please send the attendance link again, sir?
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir, I am sending, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. 1 minute, sir. I'll...
हो गया सबका